Hello, everybody. Welcome to um happy. Yeah. I'll keep this short, just so I don't do what I normally do because sometimes I go really far in. But today I'm gonna start with telling you a story that was a little bit strange. I will definitely be filling in bits and pieces here to cover the identity of some people or to fix some spots that would be revealing of where like uh like where things would be, if you get what I mean. So this all happened like, I don't know, a few months ago probably. 2020 has been going by pretty fast. Somehow it's already October, and I've been planning on making this video for like at least 2 months now, but it's felt like maybe 30 minutes, if I'm being quite honest. But at the same time, it also feels like it's been 2 years, so I don't really know how to explain this here. Anyways, I gotta say, this one's probably not appropriate for children. So if you're a child, for legal reasons, I'm pretty sure I have to tell you, please go watch another video, or go watch another one of my videos that I don't say this, if there are any right now. So it all happened probably a few months ago. Me and some friends are hanging out. We're just doing our thing. And we're like, hey, why don't we go sleep in the treehouse? And I guess I should probably say this before I get too far in. I live on about 25 acres of land, but it's in the hill country, and it's very rocky, but there's a lot of like trees everywhere. So we're far, far away from the house, like really, really far away from the house. But we decided we're gonna go sleep out there instead of sleeping inside tonight. So I guess somewhere along the way we were like, why don't we sleep out here? And that's what we ended up doing. So we're sleeping out there. One of my friends, I will be calling him Jake, and then Josh. So a little description: Jake is they're I really don't even know how to explain them. They're like me. Jake is a little bit taller than Josh, but they're not quite as tall as me. I'm not saying I'm like 6'4" or anything. We're all within a foot of each other for sure. And I'm not a foot taller than them. No, it's like a stepping stool pretty much. It's not too much of a difference. But Josh is the smallest, Jake, and then I. And Josh is like, Jake is like, well, why don't I bring over these two girls? And I was like, oh, I guess. And keep in mind, I knew what he was saying, but none of us really planned on doing, dirty. What we really would have done, like, ideally, is sit there and talk and drink something. Mostly Gatorade or water. Probably nothing alcoholic or something that you're not supposed to have under the age of 21. So the plan was we're just gonna get them to go through the creek that kind of runs down the hill, and that is pretty much what happened. We went down through the creek about, I don't know, felt like half a mile until we get to the edge of my property, which runs into a road, and there's like this, not really bridge, but like the underway for water. So we're kind of sitting under there, listening to cars pass by, and we're waiting for their car. And then finally we hear their car pass, or we think it's their car, which it is. But they go home first, and then they go grab like penny boards or something, and they're sitting there probably for like 20 minutes at their house until they decide, oh yeah, let's go down to this guy's house. So me and Josh never met these people before, but what's the worst they're gonna do? Take our blankets? Because seriously, we were in a tree house that had 2 blankets on the ground. It was so hot, we didn't need a blanket over us, and a bag of waters and Gatorades. Like, in all honesty, that's all we had. Maybe like, oh yeah, we did have a flashlight because it got real dark and we didn't have any other source of light, and a portable charger. So what are they gonna do? Take our portable charger? Not notice because we're kind of all using the portable charger. Yeah. So I really had nothing against it, and I kind of wanted to see my friend like make a move, not that kind of move, but they weren't dating, so like make some sort of move. And pretty much, Jake is the only one that knows them. So when they finally come skating down, I recognize one of the girls, and I'll name them emo and weirdo. So that's not a very accurate representation of who they are. Just so you know, they're not emo and really weird. They're normal people for the most part. I'd say emo is actually a little weird, and weirdo is actually psycho. So maybe that's what I'll name her. I'll name her Psycho. And we saw him, and we were like, I was like, oh, emo girl. I've seen her before. I don't know her by her name. I don't know anything about her except I kind of knew where she lived because she was like a few houses down, and I don't have any close neighbors. But if you go up the like road about 200 yards, you'll get to this gate to a neighborhood, and apparently she lived like right in there. And whenever I used to ride the bus for school, I kind of saw her get off the bus, so I knew she lived up there. Didn't know which house exactly. Oh, except for I did find her dog that got hit in the road once and had to deliver it to her house. But I saw her mom, not her. And the dog survived, don't worry. But we see him and we're like, oh man, this isn't gonna be fun. For starters, it was pretty muddy outside, and the retarded psycho girl wore like white Vans. I'm like thinking, bro, that you're stupid as fuck. And yeah, the other girl, I don't even remember what she wore. I just remember that Psycho wore white Vans because I remember thinking, how retarded is that? You're gonna wear brand new shoes to like step in mud. Smart. Very smart idea. And anyhow, we're kind of walking through the creek, and it's not full of water by any means. In fact, it barely has any water, but it's just slippery rocks. It's muddy because it just rained, and there's low-hanging trees that are really wet and slap you in the face. So while we're walking through, she's like trying to avoid some mud, and me and Josh are looking at each other and we're laughing. Jake isn't laughing. He's like trying to be serious, trying to hook up with this psycho chick. And her friend Emo over here like weirded me the fuck out. She's not being weird by any means. She's just like, I guess you could say shy. So I was like, yo, you're coming to my house and you're not even gonna really say hi or introduce yourself. That's mad sus. And we get mostly down to the treehouse, and we're walking in this huge open gap where the house could see us as we're walking to the treehouse. And I'm like, all right, no flashlights right here, just in case my parents are still awake. I don't really want to risk that. I mean, I probably still wouldn't get in trouble. I'm old enough for that. But I didn't really want to wake them up and then have us question, so if they're not in a good mood, then I guess they could get a little bit irritated. So we're walking by. They keep turning on their flashlights. I'm like, yo, how retarded are you? Just shut up, follow me, don't use the flashlight. If you've ever watched a spy movie, you know what I'm talking about. There's just the retards that don't know what they're doing. And they keep turning on their flashlight. In fact, I gave them like my actual flashlight so they could see stuff in front of them. But if you like pull it out, it'll. That sounds sus. If you like grab onto the, oh my god, the tip of it, like the head. I can't. Well, if you grab onto the top of the flashlight and pull it out, it actually like zooms it in so you can see really far away or use the flashlight like really far distances. And they shined it directly into my parents' window. I just about smacked that bitch so hard. I was like, you were so dumb. Not even if I was going to get in trouble or anything, but that's just disrespectful. You don't shine a flashlight in someone's window, especially if you don't know them. Granted, they were well asleep. They had blinds and curtains, so they probably didn't see it. But that's rude, disrespectful by all means. And me and Josh are still kind of laughing, like, you know, these chicks are like weird as fuck. One of them's pretty good looking. The other one's like still weirding me the fuck out. But they don't. Neither one of them look that bad, or bad by any means. But I was still just like, I don't care how good you look. You're not a 10 out of 10, either of you. So you don't get by with this shit, alright? Also, I have no idea who you are. So if you were a 10 out of 10, I'd probably let you by. But you're more like a 4 or 5 out of 10, if I'm being completely honest. You know, I set my standards pretty low, so I thought that was pretty good looking. I know I've seen girls better than that, but I was like, yo, Jake, you can definitely hook up with these girls. Or girl, because he liked one girl. And I don't really know if she liked him. I don't have any reference for that. I know they're still friends to this day, and I don't really like either of them. I'm more friendly towards emo chick, but it was weird. So we're walking to the treehouse, and they're being weird as fuck, dancing around. Then they get scared about anything, and Josh gets scared, but neither one of us are getting. I don't really get scared too easily, and neither does Jake. And Josh can, but since we're all together, he's not getting scared. And there's nothing to be scared of. The girls are just being overly dramatic, like trying to be mental, you know? So I'm like thinking, man, I really wish I brought me a gun or something. Just in these girls right here. They're being annoying. Glad I didn't do that, because it would be really hard to hide a body, and then I'd probably have to kill Jake because he really liked one of them and probably would snitch. Josh, on the other hand, we're bros for life. We got each other's back. I don't got any problems with him. I know he wouldn't snitch, so he'd probably help me hide the body if I'm being quite honest. That's besides the point. I didn't kill anyone. I haven't killed anyone. Alright, well, I'm definitely on the FBI's watch list now. So, we're still walking back. It's a ways down there. And then I do see a deer, and the girls freak the fuck out. The boys are like, yo, that's just a deer. Calm your tits. No need to get so scared. No need to have your panties up in a bunch. And even at this point, I think Josh is realizing, or I think Jake is realizing, these girls are being a little bit dramatic. I don't know what their problem is. But, oh well. They're hot. Or at least they were at the time. And I had no intentions of doing anything with them. And I really don't think that Josh did either. But Jake, on the other hand, boy, did he want to smash so bad. He's just kind of a pussy and wouldn't smash. So, that came off wrong. I meant like, I'm just making fun of you, bro. even with the girl you're at now, you wouldn't go dance at freaking rodeo. Yeah, but I ain't got no beef against you though. I know you got beef against me, but I don't know what for. I think you do. Anyways, that's a whole nother story about this psycho chick. Uh, she makes up so much random shit. It's so weird. And I am not normally sober. I'm not ever drunk. I'm normally something that's only legal in a few states, and you still need to be over the age of 21. Uh, so I'm like actually sort of sober for once, and I'm like not liking it too much. But I have nothing against it. Like I can hang out with my friends and act normal now. So it's been about like 2 days since I've been sober, or 2 days of being sober, and it doesn't really feel any different if I'm being honest. It didn't make me feel weird. It just wasn't as chill, wasn't as fun if you were to be sober or stoned. But it was still really fun, really chill. And we're kind of goofing around. And I don't know what these girls were on, but they were like acting sus as fuck, bro. We're drinking, we're doing all our stuff. Not anything bad. Like I said, we're drinking like Gatorades or tea maybe. I think the girls brought like a thing of tea and some Sour Patch Kids because my friend Jake wanted some Sour Patch Kids, so they brought him Sour Patch Kids. I don't know. Anywho, uh, they were being really weird. So then I was like, yo, I want Jake to like smash this girl, you know. Figuratively, okay, don't worry. Like he should totally like ask her out or something, you know. And maybe if he's really, really lucky, he actually does get to that point tonight. So we're like, yo, emo girl, Josh, let's go down to this table down there and just chill. Let's go talk and get to know this emo girl while my friend and another psycho is like sitting in there. And I'm trying to get them out. So they agree, but then Psycho's like, no, 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 no. Honestly, think she was scared to be alone in a room with him. Like, I don't know. She probably liked him, but didn't like him, I guess. I don't know. Or maybe she was just really that shy and didn't know what to do. She kind of a hoe, so she probably knew what to do, if you know what I mean. And anyhow, I'm kind of just sitting there like, it's so fucking hot in this treehouse. Can we go? Like, even if it's not just us three, maybe all five of us, we just kind of go and do something. Not only is it boring as shit to listen to y'all whisper and like barely even talk, but it's really, really stupid. Like, what is the point of me sitting here? You could do this any other day, you know? So I finally convinced him to go down. We go down to the treehouse. Then we're playing, I'm pretty sure, like Truth or Dare. Boring as fuck. They had no good ideas. And then spin the bottle. They also had no good ideas. Not that kind of spin the bottle. It was like more Truth or Dare spin the bottle. Like, oh, it lands on you, you gotta do a dare. Roast someone. It was really stupid because these people don't know how to have fun. And I swear, if she sees this video, she'll be like, yo, I know how to have fun way more than you do. And you know, good for you, but you obviously proved yourself to not be able to have fun on multiple occasions. Like, seriously, our most fun event was probably, I wouldn't even know what our most fun event would be because most of the events I have with her are strange, sexual, or really weird, you know. In the long run, I haven't liked many of them. I've probably liked one occasion we've had. And not that much. I'd rather just hang out with my friends if I'm being honest. In fact, I would rather just in my room alone, just, you know, like, that's more fun. Actually, that's a lot of fun, but you get the point. Is I'd rather just be alone than hang out with these people. And anywho, they're being really stupid. So we go back up to the treehouse, and I'm pretty sure they like almost kissed when we got back up to the treehouse, and none of us were paying attention. But I'm going off of their word, and even by their own word, they didn't actually kiss. So I don't know what they did. I think they just like clicked heels, you know, like, oh, we got so close because I'm like a 12-year-old. Except I don't think she was 12. It sounds like I'm a pedophile right now, doesn't it? No, I don't. She's really, really young, but only like a year younger than me. So not that young, but she acts like she's 12, okay? I kind of forgot her actual age. No, she's within a year's age of me, okay? Don't worry. But I don't remember how old she was at the time. She definitely acts 12. And that's something 12-year-olds do, is they click heels and they're like, oh, we kissed. And then they get a little bit closer and they kind of like make eye contact and they're like, oh, we had sexual relations. Except they're kind of mental, so they don't know what sexual relations means. They're like, yeah, we did the segs. But now doing the segs is a meme, so I don't know what the appropriate response there would be. Anywho, they definitely wanted to do things that were forbidden, for sure. But both of them are pretty pansy, so they didn't do things. Anywho, they're really fucking boring, which is really where I've been going for the last 22 minutes. Or 20 minutes, because I guess the first 2 minutes were an article of me. Like, honestly, if I have a transcript of this whole thing, like you put closed captions on and you watch this video, it's not going to be that good, is it? It's really just going to be an article of why I hang out with boring people. In fact, I don't even know what to name this, like, most boring experience I've ever fucking had with a girl. Except I had nothing to do with this girl. Like, my friend was literally just hanging out at my house with this girl. So, what does that tell you? He really liked this hoe. But anyways, that's where I'm going with this video. I hope you have a really fantastic day. Don't forget to smoke a blunt if you need. Don't forget to do things if you don't. Yeah, I'm not even going to question what that means. I just got killed on GTA, and I don't even know it's going to be up on screen, so if it's something really, really stupid, I apologize. If it's nothing to do with GTA, so I kind of got interrupted there by someone, but if it's nothing to do with GTA, I do apologize for that. I'm kind of really lazy at the moment. But, yeah, please do go have a wonderful day. I know it's 2020 and kind of fucking sucks. So just don't suck any dong. And unless you're a girl, then yeah, you're welcome to go suck my dong. I don't really care. Unless you got, like, sexually transmitted diseases or something. Anywho, have a fantastic day, ladies and gents. Fly very fucking high, you know? Because I don't really know where I'm going with this. Anyways, peace out. Have a fantastic day. Stop wanking your wiener, and let's go to the next video.